Summer vacation is honestly less than a month away. Stop and think about that for just 1 second. In a few weeks, the school doors will lock up, the alarms get shut off, and you're handed the greatest gift you can possibly receive at this stage of your life. Completely unregulated, unrestricted free time. But I need you to be brutally honest with yourself right now. How many times have you sat in class in May, hyping up the summer, telling yourself, bro, this is going to be the best summer ever. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to go make money. I'm going to do all this crazy stuff. And then September 1st rolls around. You were packing your backpack for the first day of school, and then it hit you like a truck. You look back at the past 3 months and you realize you did absolutely nothing. You woke up at 2 p.m. every day. You scrolled on TikTok until your eyes burnt. You played video games until the sun came up. You wasted the entire summer, and now you have to head back to the exact same miserable routine, looking the exact same, acting the exact same, with absolutely nothing to show for your time off. That feeling of September's regret is one of the worst things in the world. And you're not going to let that happen again this year. Because the truth is, the way most people view summer is completely backwards. People look at 3 months of free time and think, oh, I have so much time. I can just relax. I'll start working out next week. I'll start that project in July. They stretch their laziness out to fill the time. You need to look at summer as the ultimate incubation window. It's the peak opportunity of your entire year. Let's talk about the biggest excuses people make from September to May. What is the number one reason people say they can't start a business or learn a high income skill or get into the gym? I don't have time. You hear it constantly, bro. I have school for 8 hours, and then I have practice, and I have to do homework, and by the time I'm done, I'm just too exhausted. And honestly, during the school year, that's a valid struggle. Time is the most conservative, limited resource you can have as a student. But during the summer, that excuse is completely dead. Unless you're working a brutal full-time job, you suddenly have up to 16 hours of waking free time every single day. If you've ever had a quiet thought in the back of your head saying, man, I really wish I could start a clothing brand, or I want to learn video editing, or I want to start a YouTube channel, you have zero excuses not to do it right now. Summer is the time to take those risks because the penalty of failure is practically nothing. You don't have to worry about juggling it with a history essay or something. You can lock yourself in your room for 6 hours a day, obsess over a new skill, fail 100 times, and figure it out. And then there's the gym. I hear guys all the time saying, I don't really feel like hitting the gym during the summer. It's hot. I just want to chill. What are you even saying? Summer is the absolute best time to lock in physically. You aren't sitting at a desk all day wrecking your posture. You have the time to actually cook good meals instead of running to the store and buying some garbage. You can get your sleep schedule completely dialed in. If you put in those extra reps now, while everyone else is lazy and eating ice cream on their couch, then think about what happens when school starts. You walk back through those doors in September and you're literally a brand new person. You're ahead of everyone else who decided to take 3 months off from improving themselves. But listen, when I say grind and work hard, I'm not telling you to lock yourself in a dark room for 3 months straight. That's the other extreme, and it's just as toxic. A massive part of not wasting your summer is actually remembering to to live. In the country I live in, it's freezing cold, dark, and miserable for like 80% of the year. So, when summer finally hits and the sun actually comes out, it's almost a crime to stay inside. If you spend your entire summer rotting in your bedroom, breathing recycled air, and staring at your monitor, you're going to get that specific gross, dusty feeling. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Your brain feels foggy, your body feels heavy, and you just feel completely unproductive and miserable. The immediate cure for that is to just step outside. Embrace nature. It sounds basic, but it's scientifically true. Go to the forest. Go take a walk. Grab your friends and head to the beach. Jump in a lake. If you live in the middle of a concrete city, hop on a bus or a train and go out of town for a weekend. Seriously, disconnecting from the internet and physically placing yourself in nature for even just a few hours completely resets your brain. It lowers your stress. It kills your brain fog. And it makes you feel like an actual human being again instead of a screen zombie. Summer is supposed to be a break. You're supposed to enjoy yourself. The goal is balance. Spend your mornings grinding on that business or hitting the gym, and spend your afternoons actually outside in the sun living your youth. But here's the real reason why so many people accidentally waste their summer, even if they had good intentions in May. It comes down to structure. For 9 months out of the year, your entire life is completely scheduled by other people. You are told exactly when to wake up, when to eat, when to sit, and when you can go home. You have this rigid framework holding your day together. But the second summer break hits, that framework completely disappears. You suddenly have a massive empty void of 24 hours. And if you don't actively build your own routine to fill that void, I promise you, the void will fill itself with garbage. You will start waking up at 11:00 a.m. Then it drifts to 1:00 p.m. Then 2:00 p.m. And your days will just blur together. You won't even know what day of the week it is anymore because you have absolutely no anchor points in your life. If you want to actually win this summer, you have to become your own boss. I'm not saying that you need to wake up at 5 a.m. and take ice baths unless you want to, but you need some sort of daily structure. Set a responsible alarm. Have one specific goal you need to accomplish before noon, whether that's hitting the gym, reading, or working on that business idea. Once you knock out that one hard task, the rest of the day is yours to actually enjoy without any guilt. And while you're enjoying that free time, you need to avoid the biggest modern trap of them all, becoming a spectator. During the summer, everybody posts their highlight reels. You open up Instagram or TikTok and you see people going on crazy trips, getting shredded, buying their first cars, or just genuinely having the time of their lives. And what are you doing? You're laying in your bed in the dark watching them do it. You're spending hours every single day watching other people play the game of life while you sit in the stands. It's pathetic, bro. Why are you dedicating so much of your limited youth to being an audience member for someone else's life? Whenever you catch yourself mindlessly scrolling through someone else's summer, use that as an immediate trigger to put the phone down and go work on your own. Stop watching other people live and start building a summer that is actually worth documenting yourself. To give you an idea of what taking action actually looks like, let me tell you my exact plan for this summer. I'm not staying here. I'm flying across the globe to USA. I've never been to the States in my entire life. It's a completely new experience, a massive risk, and a huge step out of my comfort zone. But I'm doing it to meet up with my best friend. He lives all the way across the world, and normally doing something like this would be impossible. But I refuse to let another year go by just talking to him through a headset. So I put in the hard work. I saved up the money. I bought the ticket, and I'm flying out there to spend the summer with him. The whole point of this trip isn't to act like a tourist. It's because he and I share the exact same mindset. We have the exact same goals, the exact same ambition, and the exact same drive. The power of taking two people who want to win, taking them out of an online Discord call, and putting them in the same room in real life. That's how you multiply your success. We're going to grind, build our stuff, and push each other in a way you just can't through a screen. And that leads me to a crucial point of how you spend your free time right now. Spend time with your friends, but most importantly, spend time with your real friends. During the school year, you're forced to interact with hundreds of people you don't really care about. But summer is the filter. It shows you who your actual circle is. If your boys text you, yo, let's go to the beach. Yo, we're gonna play basketball. Or even, let's go for a walk. Get off your phone, put the shoes on, and go. Stop being the guy who says no to everything because you're too lazy to leave the house. You're never going to look back at the summer of 2026 and fondly remember the TikToks you watched in your bed, but you are going to remember that one random side quest you took with your friends. Appreciate the people who actually want to see you and spend time with you. Ditch the fake friends who only hit you up when they need something, and invest your energy into people who match your interests. So, here's the bottom line. We're a month away from the starting line. You're about to be handed a blank check of time. Are you going to cash it in for cheap dopamine, sleep until noon, and wake up in September full of regret? Or are you going to use it? Don't let this be another regular summer that just blurs into the background of your life. Don't be the exact same person in the fall that you are right now. Take those risks. Start that project you've been terrified to start. Hit the gym until it becomes a permanent habit. Force yourself to get out of the house, get some sun, and make some actual memories with the people who matter. You have the time. You have the opportunity. Go do what you want to do and use this summer to completely change your life.